All right. Because the other maybe they meant like building movie theaters and stuff, but is that what people do in like Jeddah? They go to like these big movie complex and watch like Tom Cruise movies. Yeah, blow up Dubai. Yeah, FX Redemption says they have entertainment there. Yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering actually what it was. And I filming movies and stuff, and obviously there, you know, but it's just honestly, I've never run into it. But of course, that makes sense. You know, I'm not Muslim. I don't speak Arabic. All these things make total sense. Huh? All right. Here's the pound Swissy. Yeah, I don't know if I'll even get a chance to go to Saudi Arabia. Maybe someday, but I think like Qatar is probably or Bahrain. Been invited to Jordan a couple of times, and I think, but yeah. So, anyways, Jordan's way on the other side, but yeah, Bahrain or Qatar would be very interesting places to visit. I'd like to see some more of the Emirates. Maybe spend a little more time in Abu Dhabi, but then I'd like to go see some of the Emirates a little farther north of Dubai, like was it Raj Al Capitan or something up there? Yeah, well, obviously I'd go see you, Adam, but then I'd like to see the countrysides as well, right? Go get to see whatever. Lots of interesting things to see. I heard there's some pretty good deals on super yachts as oil is drying up or oil prices are low. You can get some good deals on super yachts. Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be making a trip to South Africa soon, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while. All right. So, anyways, pound Swiss is still going up, but you can change this and see if it's a risk off, right? So, find something you're bearish on, and maybe you could do like an Aussie Swissy. I You Skyped me? Oh no, no. Well, actually, no. It's funny. I was on Skype though, but no, I didn't. Yeah, I'm a busy guy. I was outside pooping my dog. I thought, what a power player. Come on, baby, poop. I got a webinar. Yeah, today is busy, but I got 5 minutes. Today is super busy, but yeah, there's right with everything. ADP 177. That's about as expected. We haven't had a whole hum ADP in a long time, haven't we? That's interesting. First reaction, CAD yen, not liking it, which is good. Another opportunity to sell CAD. I'm looking at USD CAD too, wondering if it's going to move to the upside. But you know, an as expected ADP means it's already been priced in. Now, the news on the street is that last month's number, which was 263, has been revised down to 255. So we've actually lost some jobs. I would guess that people were hoping for a better number and they didn't get it, which means I might assume, and that's very dangerous, some dollar weakness. Okay. So yeah, so what did you want to do? Pound dollar? Euro dollar? See, I don't want to sell dollar, right? So I don't know. So there's always CAD, right? There's always CAD. Might look at a CAD Swissy or something. Yesterday we were looking at the plausibility. I think it was the hourly chart said the drop was over. Yeah, right in here. And show enough. So the little scalp Friday, Monday, and done. Maybe. I mean, it might roll over one more time. It certainly had an opportunity to take some profit, and this might be a re-entry short. And the interesting thing is, if that monthly central holds, then you got to take it to the target, right? Take it to the hoop, right? Take it to the paint down in here, right? Which we're talking about 18. My friend went to Mexico, right, about 2 months ago, way up here, and he bought a timeshare. I'm like, a timeshare? I'm like, oh, really? In Mexico? I'm like, and I'm thinking, you know, timeshare, like a little hotel room. And I'm like, why would you want to go to the same hotel room year after year? Oh, I'm like, oh man. He's like, no, take a look at this. He showed me a picture, and I'm like, is that the lobby of the hotel? He's like, no, nope, that's it. That's my timeshare. What? Dang. So, anyways, that's how you do it. That's how you spend the peso when the peso's cheap, man. So he bought it way up here, like at 20. We're already down on our way down to 18. Like, nice, huh? Good for him. Should have told him, hey, did you know that was a great currency trade? Looks like we lost a lot of volatility, which is fine. I'm okay with all of that. So here's our CAD. The question is, are you going to take it to the next level? We've been playing this game now for a while. So remember, on Monday, I said, you know, we're on this trend. I said, unfortunately, as far as, you know, swings, it wasn't a good entry. So you just got to use the moving averages and stuff. And it's still just kind of tickling its way north, isn't it? But it may be overpriced. In this case, maybe the CAD is oversold, right? So, how are you gonna play it? Comes down to this kind of stuff, right? And again, if the Fed raises interest rates, we're going to be up here. But remember, and maybe remind yourself, right? This is the target. It's not an entry. That's where you get out for profit. So this is a perfect entry. This is a perfect entry. This is not a perfect entry, and it's still working its way north. Maybe you ride the 21, okay? Maybe you fib it. Maybe you price action this sucker, right? But right now you're playing the moving averages, but you should also have analyzed that you are overbought. Now, isn't it a little bit scary that it was rejected at weekly R1 when you should know it's overbought? Right? So maybe the 4 hour is going to come in and prop it up. Okay, that's also plausible. Okay. But I think there's caution in here. See it? I mean, it's not, what is this, 93% overbought? 90% overbought. All right, so, I mean, it could be more overboughter. Right? Well, this isn't bad. You know what's bad is when this starts pointing down. And it's got a downward slope, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, be careful. What is the first rule of importance? What supersedes the overbought condition? Yeah, it has to have resistance. That's it. Without resistance, this is irrelevant. It's only relevant at resistance. So, you gotta zoom out. This will be resistance. Oh yeah, well, we're 1,000 pips from that. Okay. What's this area? You're like, it's pretty close to where we are now. Okay. Actually, it's not. All right. So anyways, so we got all of that. I might even try to stretch this up a little bit. So having two zones. All right. And we're kind of struggling, but you can see something's going on in here, right? So, and then we know this is the pivot profit zone for the month, isn't it? R2, M4. So I got that mixed up. I misread it. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to zoom back in. I misread it. It's not that area. So that's the target for the week. The higher target, I apologize, is here. Okay. Okay. That's actually where you're supposed to get out. So what that tells me is maybe this spikes up, comes down, spikes up, and you need to get out before 140. So somewhere between 39 and 40 is really the top here. But I keep thinking about when I was a kid in the 1980s. Canadian dollar was worth 50 cents. So that's not 150, that's 2, isn't it? That's 2.0, right? Right? Yeah, Daniel, you probably were in Canada at that time. Yeah, 2.0. So like a buck 40 seems amazing, right? But no, it could probably do it. Because I don't see a major oil recovery for a while anyway, so. Yen, once again, some cautionary results here. Now, normally, you see this, normally I'd counter trend this. That didn't produce. This counter trend never produced. Very difficult. It's opened up the week overbought. It's opened up the month overbought. I don't want to be a bear. Right? So I don't want to really participate on this. I think it's too late to buy it, and I don't really want to sell it. I can see a lot of resistance here. Monthly R1, WM4. The ultimate target is up here. You know, it's just it's not right for me. I think I'll wait. Okay. The real concern though is up here. Okay. So what is that? Sell it around 13, 113? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a scalp. Right. Feels right. Yeah, it's just so there's got to be something better, right? It's like Baltic Dry Index is down by 3 points again. Euro dollar, I've been staying away from, as you know, and I feel good about it. I'm going to leave myself a note up in here. That's that. Don't really need any more than that. And then pig dog. Okay. Bulls are doing what they're supposed to do. Remember, a bull would buy here. Doesn't even have to be that big, right? A bull would buy here, and a bull would buy here. Okay. And a bear is supposed to sell here, right? And they're supposed to sell at the same area on the way down. So let's say down, up, and down. Did they do that? No. So if there were bears, they may have been chased out, chased away. But the bulls are still doing what they're supposed to do. So now the challenge is you got to get through here if you're a bull, because these bears may want to resell and try again. That's kind of late in the week to get going, isn't it? So, I mean, I guess if it would depend on what happens with the Fed. Okay. But I would look at this and then I would go set up a trade long pound on pound yen or pound Swiss. Because I'd say, well, if pound dollar is going to go up, well, then those other ones are definitely going to go up and probably further and faster, right? You got some movement here. Yens or Oscar Mike. Got some action. Yens are moving. They just woke up. Some dollar strength as well. Bit of a pop and drop that if you get it, it becomes your scalp long entry. You want to pull back. I don't see the news, man, but something just spiked everything. That's awesome. Cool. Somebody getting out before the news, huh? That's cool because I was going to do some financial re-engineering. That was something I was going to try to do today. And I would enjoy a 10-year. Now, are you talking price or yield when you say drop? Oh, well, I don't like that then. Forget it. So you need to decide, are you going to scalpy this, right? And so as you know, you should be looking pullbacks and fib zones and other types of support. So this is a buy zone. In fact, so forget about the roll reversal because it really didn't do it, right? This is your buy zone using fib. If you're scalping the action, right? Then you put your stop below here, and you know you should be risking, what is it? You're at 46,000. All right. So you're risking, you know, a whopping 20 pips or something. Well, Then you pray. Please go up. Euro's thinking about it. Aussie not so sure. USD yen's thinking about it. Kiwi not so sure. Cat, and you can see that most of these other currencies are quite weak. So there's not a lot of things that are terribly bullish. But whatever. Where I come from, they call it a scalp. And what else? What else should we go with? Scan all Swissies, maybe? Yeah, I was going to say that didn't look right. So, Swissy stronger than Aussie, Swissy stronger than Euro, Swissy stronger than Swiss franc, Swissy stronger than yen. Some strength there, right? Ba-da-da, 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 ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Oh, 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 oh. So a lot of downward moves. Let's put this on like a 1 hour. This is called currency correlation. So you're looking for everything doing roughly the same thing. All right. Assuming I'm zoomed out the same levels, you might say New Zealand dollar is weaker than the pound, than the Great British pound. In fact, so they're all 1 hours. Let's zoom out on all of them as much as we can to make sure that we're looking at it from the same point of view. Okay. And from this, you should be able to discern strong versus weak. That's a big bullish move on the euro, huh? Relative to the Kiwi in the same time. How about the pound? So you have two Asian currencies and two European currencies. So let's move the APAC boys down. Okay. Europe's winning this game, huh? So what if you, you know, Euro Aussie, pound Aussie, Euro Kiwi, pound Kiwi. It's one way of doing it, right? Ain't no reason, ain't no rhyme. Da 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 da. Yeah, dollar's going to try to make a move, I guess. You know, the only thing related to the spike in volatility was a treasury auction, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Now there were some 10-year notes in there, but that, I mean, dude, it was only 23 billion, and that's not a lot. So, but sometimes it's just a catalyst you need for the market to do something in regards to something completely different, like get in or get out in regards to a Fed meeting. So we've done oil and gold. We did Aussie, Swissy. I don't think we looked at the peso. I guess we did look at it briefly. USD CAD, USD yen, Euro USD, Pound USD, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, Pound yen. We spent some time on the Aussie dollar specifically. I think we did a lot today, huh? Is there anything else I can do for you? How can Uncle Wayne help? I don't know, Ryan. If it's unusual, then we'll have to trade that together and find out. Phil says, "What's your normal leverage and risk percentage?" Well, what you should do is reverse engineer everything. By the way, it's not necessarily leverage. When I say leverage, people sometimes refer to like 50 to 1, 100 to 1, 200 to 1. And it's really the lot size relative to your account size. NFP isn't until Friday. So NFP on Friday, I will be at FX Street. You can feel free to visit me there. Remember, ADP, if you're going to use it as any sort of indicator, ADP is hinting towards a pretty benign as expected NFP. Uh, Again, Senny, NFP is at FX Street. And that's on Friday. They were off last time? What do you mean? Another quick question. When a news desk reports that they're... Yeah, Ryan, the honest answer to that is I don't know. I find that a lot of people make a big stink about that, but it's never impacted me one way or the other as far as my own observations of that. But so, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So NFP came out low relative to the ADP numbers. Yeah. All right. Now, the research that I had conducted many years ago showed that there was no correlation at all between ADP and NFP. And then the correlation did get very high for many years, but that's because the Fed was manipulating the market. So You manipulate one market, they're related in that sense. But as the Fed moves away from manipulating the market and we go to sort of a free market scenario, history has shown in normal conditions, there's no correlation at all between ADP and NFP. Yeah. So our scalp's working out. What do you think of that? We're running into a challenge zone here. So we're approaching the line in the sand, as from my book, where you need to be hero or zero by the time you challenge this line. Right? I'm trying to give it some room here. So, gotta follow my my own orders. Cool. Anything else? How can I help you? It's a scalp. There's no real target. So I either jam my stop or I play the pivots. Okay. So, so it's a volatility play is another way of saying it. So let's change this to something else. Okay. So it's a volatility play. 85, 145, 85. That seems pretty far, but you could certainly do it that way. That seems 75 pips. Yeah, okay. But to be honest with you, I'll probably bail at 50. Oh yeah, and you wrote the same. Yeah, but we're only doing that out of a psychological reason, right? There's no other reason. There's no weekly or monthly pivot. So, I might as well just go for the 75. Right, because as far as I'm concerned, that was just free money. Right, I'm already at a situation where I can't lose, so I don't know. Why don't I just walk away, huh? Is anybody going to be around for the FOMC? Yeah. Would you like to get together for that? Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just send out an invitation. Phil made $200 that fast. Yeah, you can lose $200 even faster, Phil. It's easy. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Thank you for being a client of Trader's Way. We hope you find us different and refreshing and helpful. Yeah, right, Rich? Yeah, nobody names their kid poor. Poor, broke. Get over here. Yes, Papa. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Coolio. Take care of yourself. Cheers.